This might get weird.
Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Well, then cheers, Grace Helbig.
Cheers, Mamrie Hart.
Welcome back to another This Might Get Weird on a Wednesday, although for us it is Tuesday.
Yeah. You know what? Next Tuesday is going to be fucking weird. I just got to get it out up top because I have been just a goofy little gangly doll blowing in the winds of anxiety for the last couple days, and I know it's collective.
Yes, I was going to ask you. Okay, well, I didn't want to go straight into astrology, but I've had I've had low grade anxiety.
Yeah.
For a couple weeks now. Granted, I've been stressed and drinking too much and sleeping weird, and we've got upcoming travel. So I have
performances that we haven't done in 2 years.
I know.
And
I literally, Grace, I was thinking the other day, I was thinking about us coming onto stage in Dublin, and I was like, will I feel any calm?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I remember when we did our first show in Portland of our tour last time.
Yes.
That was first shows after the pandemic, and I forgot my line immediately when we got on stage. And I have that burned into my mind. So it's going to be...
I don't remember that.
Oh, by the way...
We've already gotten to 19 subjects.
Sorry, guys.
This is us till election's over.
I'm scattered.
Yeah, I love it.
Elliot will be opening for us in Dublin.
Yes, he
will.
will.
Putting that out there to all of you guys that are coming or thinking about coming to our show in Dublin. My husband will be opening for us, and he's already run some of the jokes by me. One of them is including Chip, and it's very funny. So.
Okay, I can't wait. Well, I'm going to have to he's going to have to give us a little preview, a small show, because I'll be so in my friggin' brain when he's opening for us that I don't want to miss any joke.
No, don't worry. He'll do it after when you can hear it. But just letting you guys know that's going to be really, really fun.
It is going to be really fun. But thank you for saying that out of the gate. Here's the thing. I'm really obviously incredibly nervous about the election.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to go into how much I could go into that stand-up comic at the rally at MSG. Absolutely vile, insane bullshit.
Garbage human.
You know what? I actually heard someone do a quote when they were talking about that MSG performance.
Yeah.
And they were like, I love this quote from Andy Warhol that's good art is getting away with it. And I don't know if I'm quoting that right, but it's saying that comics just want people to be mad now, but being
rage bait. It's rage bait.
But being a good comic is saying something so clever that no one's mad. That everyone's in on the joke, even if it's really offensive.
Yeah, this guy's just an idiot. It's
Idiot.
Comically bad, his jokes. Truly terrible jokes. Should be embarrassed as a comedian on all levels.
Yeah, the thing is, it's tired. It's hacky. It's anyway,
cheesy, cringy, corny.
We hate
what a
it.
fucking weirdo.
But anyway, all that to say, I am just finding myself gripping things.
Yeah.
And it's because I know that this next is going to be crazy. And also how in the last election, we didn't know for several days. So I keep having to plan meetings and things and going, but will I be able to function as a human for a few days?
It's going to be weeks, months, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think we're going to prepare for the long haul. It's going to have a ripple after effect that's going to take a long while to be in the clear.
Okay, well, if anyone has a place for rent in London and if anyone would like to transport Larry and Beans to me from Los Angeles.
Honestly, we are heading once again to Europe to do shows at the absolute right time.
8 years later. We should have named this tour Deja Vu.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We should have.
Deja Vu.
It'll be so fun to go over there. Not this next week.
Yeah.
This next week will be insane.
Exactly. This is a fun little thing the universe provided.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how on Thursday, on Halloween, I'm going to be Baby Billy.
Yes. How is that coming?
I've got a stack of boxes I need to go through. I got several wig options, several fake teeth options.
Yeah.
I gotta figure it out.
See how they all work together.
I couldn't get clogs in time. Clogging shoes, how he's clogging.
Right. Oh, so man. What a world we live in when you can't get clogs on demand.
Honestly, that's how I know I'm a coastal elite. Because I have tap shoes, and all I gotta do is screw out the taps, put in the clogs. They could not get here before November 7th.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I said, I'm not in North Carolina anymore. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, but it's coming all together. and I'm very excited. I go to Whole Foods 3 nights ago. I'm talking 365, the discounted Whole Foods. Okay, Mama don't play.
Yeah. That's what technically 365 is.
365, I think, is what they would kind of dub like the more accessible Whole Foods. It's still not cheap.
Okay,
but it's not, as a hack comic would say, whole paycheck. You know.
Yeah.
But so I'm in 365 and I'm running there just to get like, you know, some seltzer, a little. No, I remember my basket was just red wine, seltzer, like maybe toilet paper, like something else embarrassing. And like it was sad.
Like it was back to pandemic times.
And ice cream. It was just wine, ice cream, seltzer, and like toilet paper.
But like, are you going through a breakup?
No, I know, right? Are you Bridget Jones? So anyway, I go and I see an aisle open up. So I go through and here comes another cart wheeling through before me to get in line before me. It's Walton Goggins who plays Baby Billy.
It's a sign.
I mean, I wish you could have seen me. First of all, he's perfectly tan. His waist is so small. His teeth are so big. He's perfectly Walter Goggins.
I didn't realize that was his name.
Walton Goggins.
That is such a funny name.
His father's name? Walton Goggins.
That is a wild,
isn't it?
Human name.
Yeah.
I mean, like for every part he plays, to learn that the actor that plays it has a crazier name than the made up character he's playing
is
a mind wonderful fuck.
Yeah. So his dad is Walton Goggins Sr. and I saw him on a late night show. This is his dad, by the way.
Yeah, that makes sense.
His
dad
tracks. Looks amazing, but he told like Seth Meyers or something that his dad hands out pictures of himself to people. Like not of his famous son. He'll be like, you want a picture? You want a headshot? Anyway, Walton Goggins is in front of me at Whole Foods 365.
Oh my
God.
God.
All I want to do is be like, I'm being you for Halloween in exactly 1 week, you know, but I'm not going to. But just watching him check out his cart. I mean, he was checking out his wine, his food. You could tell he was just like, fuck. Like I got to go to the grocery store and it's already 9 o'clock and I just got off a day on set.
And also he's not going to Whole Foods. He's going to 365.
Listen, we've all had a hard few years.
What was it? The break that everyone had to take. The strike.
Oh, the strike. I know the strike affected
really
everyone.
Affected everyone.
No, I could tell he was coming from a set because he had on a crisp white shirt. And I'm like, ain't nobody in LA who's an actor wearing a crisp white shirt at 9 p.m. unless they're, you know what I mean? Like you leave in court. Who's dressed up that nice?
Oh, you like a button-up shirt.
Like a button-up
I thought you meant just
slacks.
like a white t-shirt.
No.
I was
like
I can see that at a grocery store.
I could tell he was ready to get home and he was checking out his 19 Crimes wine. And let me tell you, I was going to say, I got some better suggestions for you. But you buy your Snoop Dogg wine because you're Walton Goggins and you can do no wrong.
He got Snoop Dogg wine?
19 Crimes.
That is so funny.
It was perfect.
That's so specific. That's a Mad Lib sentence and how lovely.
But I had a moment where I was like, is this, should I not do this costume? Because it's like from one TV show and you know all I've been doing lately is incredibly niche Halloween costumes and you miss out on some fun. No, the universe told me this is when Baby Billy kind of cut you off going to a register.
When the Goggins cuts you off in line?
When the Goggins has you gagged. When you're getting your groceries.
When the Goggins is giving it up for the gods in front of you.
When Walton has you gagged getting groceries. And then of course I was like, and I'm sitting here with just wine and ice cream. I can't be like, hi.
Well, he's got his own just wine.
He had a full cart.
Okay.
He got fresh produce.
I see.
Mine was sad looking.
Well, yeah, but yours was appropriate for the time of day that you're in a grocery store.
There we go. So yeah.
Wow.
Thanks, universe.
Hell yeah. That makes the costume even more exciting to reveal.
I know.
How fun.
I love it.
This has been on my things to talk about for weeks.
Okay.
We're
breaking up.
Barrel leg jeans.
Oh.
What do we think of this?
Wait,
they're everywhere now.
Are these the jeans that get small again at the ankle?
Yeah, they like go out and then come in. Like you look like, what's the cartoon with the
Yosemite Sam?
Yeah, that's like clunking around like he just got off a horse.
Yeah.
And weeks ago I saw this on like Refinery 29 where it's like barrel leg jeans, like are the trend of this season. And I was interested because we both were talking about this.
We've been experimenting with our jean shapes.
We like a baggy, shapeless jean.
But that's a new thing for us because I'm a skinny, high-waisted girly.
We both are. We come from a culture that told us that was what we should wear.
Right.
And now the youngs are telling us that we can free our legs.
Yeah.
And it's been lovely.
It's been nice.
I really, really enjoy it.
Uh-huh. Every time I wear them, Chip says, oh, who's this cute Gen Z girl?
Yeah. And I love it. It's fantastic. I can prance around. I can sit down, stand up, not worry about having to adjust the waistline. Barrel leg jeans are now everywhere. And I haven't tried on a pair for myself, so because I'm a tall lady, so jeans in general are a tough situation for me.
Yes.
But I am curious, but I can't tell if we're being fucked with.
Here's the thing. I hate it.
Are you looking at it? Yeah.
I think this should have been a hit it granny rant.
Wait, hold on.
Granny rant. Granny rant. Granny rant. We got a problem with something.
I'm sorry. It just been so long. I was like, this is turning into a granny rant. Let's get the theme song going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're everywhere now. And look, I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. I will say I'm intrigued. But they also truly do look so cartoonish that there's only a very, I feel like, specific type of like wafy girl or person that can pull these off.
I would look,
or suggest to pull them off.
I would look dumpy in them. Let's say dumpy.
That's what this is. These are dumpy pants.
Humpty Dumpty pants.
These look like, did you know that Humpty Dumpty was never explicitly in that nursery rhyme said to be an egg? And that was just,
my God.
Sorry, I forgot that's a random fact that I picked up from like a BuzzFeed article months ago.
We just assumed he was an egg?
We just made this iconography or whatever, and we all ran with it, but Humpty Dumpty is never explicitly called an egg creature in anywhere in that nursery rhyme. And I do feel like these pants suggest a Humpty Dumpty vibe.
Yeah, here's the thing.
And I feel like women, we are fighting for our rights right now.
Yeah, we really are. Most Americans think they spend about $62 per month on subscriptions, but the real number is closer to $300, y'all. Do you think you're spending $300 a month? You probably are. That's a huge difference. And even if just a couple of subscriptions fall off your radar, those recurring payments you don't even know about can really add up. I am a victim of this. It happens all the time. I sign up for a little free trial, whether it's like an app or a streaming service or like a subscription to a publication, whatever it is, I won't use it for like a year and then realize my silly butt has been paying for it this whole time. Well, no more, because thanks to Rocket Money, I am no longer losing money because of subscriptions I forgot about. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. I am not only an ad reader, I'm an actual customer. Okay, one of my subscriptions I have is to Rocket Money. You can see all of your subscriptions in one place and know exactly where the money is going. And for any you don't want anymore, Rocket Money can help cancel them with just a few taps. Rocket Money's dashboard gives you a clear view of your expenses across all accounts. They can help you make a personalized budget into different categories. Maybe you're spending a little too much here, a little too much there. It's hard to keep up when you can't actually look at it. You can get alerts if bills increase in price. Hello, that happens all the time. There's unusual spending activity, or if you're close to going over your budget. So Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all the app's features. And it's not just for cancellations, you guys. They will also negotiate a lower price for you for things you want to keep, but you just don't want to pay that full price anymore. They can negotiate bills down to 20%. They automatically scan your bills to find opportunities to save, and you can ask them to negotiate for you. Okay, get you a middleman. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/TMGW. That's rocketmoney.com/TMGW. rocketmoney.com/TMGW. You got nothing to lose and only money to gain.
There are some things in life that are okay to be a total crapshoot. Like, ordering things off of Instagram, trying a new workout class, ordering from a different food spot than what you know and love. But finding the right doctor should not be a total crapshoot. I am passionate about this. And with ZocDoc, it's not, because you've got more options than you know. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality, in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment. We're talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, eye care to skincare, and so much more. You can filter for doctors who take your insurance, who are located nearby, who are a good fit for any medical need you may have, and who are highly rated by verified patients. You can also see their actual appointment openings. Choose a time that works for you and click instantly to book. Boom, boom, boom. Plus, ZocDoc appointments happen fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. You can even score same-day appointments if you need to, so stop putting off those doctor appointments. Seriously, stop putting off your doctor appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/weird to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc, ZocDoc.com/weird. ZocDoc.com/weird.
It's also like pick a lane, because one day I'm told low rise is back.
Right.
And the next day I'm supposed to look like a toddler.
Right. Yes. Because this is like, you know, like cigarette pants that like cut at the ankle, that are like slim tapered, cut at the ankle. Or there's like, you know, the wide leg pants or whatever we're wearing now. This is like some weird, bizarro hybrid of the two, where it's like, what if we have wide leg pants, but they stop right above your ankle?
Now, here's what I wonder. I wonder if it's based on the fact that, I will say, when I wear my one pair of cool jeans.
Yep.
That I bought from my newly, because I fell in love.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? I can pull off a wider leg pant with some rips in it.
Yep.
I'm going to wear it with some midriff tops.
Yep.
And I'm going to part my hair in the middle. You got me, girls.
Yeah.
You got me.
Yeah, I've been influenced.
But one thing I will say is sometimes it is tough to find the right shoe.
Right.
Because the pant is so wide that when I go downstairs, I'm very aware. You know what I mean? Because I'm scared my little boot or something is going to catch the wide leg jean and
topple you forward.
Oh, I've carried beans down some stairs while wearing those pants. You would have thought I was a debutante.
Wow.
I was taking my time. So this does... The cuffing at the ankle does help provide in making a footwear easier. But I hate the way it looks. I mean, I'm not trying to support them.
It's giving...
barrel.
It's giving full barrel. Imagine if I put my body in a barrel.
Yeah.
But the barrel is made of denim.
Yeah.
It's giving width at the knees, which I never thought was the part of the legs we'd want to give
accentuate.
Width to.
Yeah. We are 2 seconds away from wearing Jinkos, aren't we?
Look, I'm 4 seconds away from wearing these barrel jeans and being like, you know what? I eat my words.
Yeah.
They're great. They're comfortable.
I can tell when you were preparing this that you were like, let me word this in a way so that I don't get called out when I eventually wear them.
Yeah, this is you're afraid of the things that you're curious about sometimes. Yeah. But this is, I can't tell, like, I do feel like the world of denim, and I think we've talked about this before, there's only so much you can do.
Only
so
so
how
much.
we continue to rotate through trends on denim blows my mind. And this feels like we just we're out of ideas.
Yeah. I feel like denim, it's like only having 5 things in your pantry. Yeah. You can get really creative, but like at the end of the day, that's the only ingredients. I feel like we are at the end of the road.
Yeah.
What's the ugliest jean to you?
These are tough for me, but I will say, like, obviously in hindsight, the like capri jeans that cut right after the knee, like the Old Navy, old school capris.
Okay, because I have a pair of jeans,
but I
that do like a mid calf.
Yeah, no,
off.
those are fine. I think
you don't want the clam diggers.
I don't want clam diggers or like the tight.
Yeah.
Like right at the knee. Like I'm doing skin tight to my knees and that's it. Yeah. Like I got caught in a flood and I had to cut my pants off.
I saw some pictures of me in like 2000s Brooklyn's recently where I was like, What is happening? Like, they're just skin tight jeans to the knee.
Yeah. We stopped there. Old Navy told us that was okay. And
yeah, that was rough. That was rough.
Yeah, that comes to mind as probably the worst.
Yeah, I would say that. And you know what? I might get flack for this.
Uh-oh.
I think they're trying to make this happen. And maybe it already happened. Maybe I'm so out of the loop that it's already happened and now it's ugly.
Yeah.
But like the kind of wide cargo shorts that are really long.
Yeah. They have a lot going on with
No.
them. Yeah.
No.
You don't want parachute pants everywhere you go?
So anyway, I am voting. Here's what I'm going to vote. It's a no for me for my body type. It isn't a no in general, and I think you'd look great in them.
Well, the thing is, this is like, it is a bit triggering to see these barrel jeans because they stop right at the ankle. And that's where regular jeans stop for me normally.
Right.
So I'm like, how dare you, regular sized women, pretend that you have jeans on that aren't long enough for your legs. Because these won't look like this on me. They'll stop at my calf.
Also, I'm seeing some barrel jeans here.
Those look like sideburns that you just throw on your legs.
Well, some of the barrel jeans are barreling to the point where it looks like you could jump off a cliff and sail your way down.
Yeah, like these are giving flying squirrel.
These are giving like best of Red Bull clips for the year.
I'm like, are we being pranked? Like these look cartoonish, but I know in like 2 weeks I'm going to be so normalized to seeing this silhouette and I'll be like, I'm all in.
This brings me to a little story.
Yeah.
So Chip and I, we went on an off-roading adventure again this weekend.
Nice.
Okay. And this was
you went after we did our live stream for Patreon.
After we did our live stream.
Thanks for showing up, patrons.
I had seen, it got fed to me on Instagram. It was like this like Malibu, like meetup kind of crew, whatever. And they'll do like car shows in Malibu. But they had done a thing before that was like, and we're doing like off-road camp and we're going to have a donut station where you're going to do donuts. And we're going to have like an exotic car area. And then we're going to have all these trails. And so I said to Chip, I was like, hey, surprise date, we're gonna go do this.
Sounds like a dream come true for Chip.
It does. However, you never know from an Instagram ad, right? So we go past like Sherman Oaks up into Woodland Hills. We literally exit off the 143 and we're like, oh, this is where our friends James and Katie live.
Yeah.
And we're like, wow, we're 5 minutes away from where off-roading. Like we feel like we are in LA.
Yeah.
So we go up some crazy little driveways and then sure enough, there's like this insane thing of land in the hills.
Whoa.
Like huge, like a private residence ranch.
Okay.
Because they were like, no smoking, don't go crazy. This is a private residence, whatnot. We get there. To say they oversold it.
Oh, no.
So we get there and it's like everyone, we have to sign waivers and stuff. Everyone there is kind of like, what do we do?
So everyone there was fed the same
had been to their car shows that were really organized.
Okay, gotcha.
But this was like a new thing they were doing.
Okay.
It was run by like a 20-year-old named Justice.
Nice.
Justice. And here's why I thought about jeans is because there were all these boys on dirt bikes.
Yeah.
Right? And they were going crazy and going whatever. Justice's family owned this place.
Okay.
So I'm like, you're on, I'm going to say like a $40 million property in Los Angeles. You're fucking rich.
This reminds me of the Hey USA wine vineyard.
Yeah. Basically
LA.
owning a place like that.
Yeah.
So, but here's why I got to jeans. It was like all these boys were cosplaying being country.
Oh, they're all rich kids.
They're all rich kids wearing like Carhartts and shit.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, you've got $20,000 dirt bikes and you live in the Hollywood Hills.
Yeah.
You are not a redneck.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't get over it. Anyway, I couldn't get over it. The whole day, I was just like, what is happening? I mean, we had a good enough time, but like the off-roading was like 15 minutes long.
Okay.
It was a little scary. Chip was like, I'm a little nervous. I'm like, we're going to do this because we saw they took like 2 groups out.
Okay.
And where it ended was like a crazy steep hill. And so we were in group 2. So we watched them come down.
Yeah.
And Chip was like, that's really steep. The first thing that came down was like a military grade Hummer and it popped a tire. And we were like, that was the first car and it's a military grade car and it's fucking out. So anyway, so other people start going. There were these 3 girls in like a normal truck.
Yeah.
Justice is on his bullhorn going, your truck's not going to make it. Pull over. Like he's mad with power because this is his mom's property, right?
Why is he even letting people do this?
I have no idea. So that was kind of crazy. But then the other thing is when they had people doing donuts and it was scary.
Yeah.
Like we sat on a hill.
Yeah.
We pulled out some lawn chairs and just watched.
Chilled. Yeah.
Right. And watched other
You were like, we're millennials.
We were like, we're not doing this. But they had this Fiat. No, it was probably like,
wait, someone was off-roading in a Fiat?
no.
Oh.
They had a Fiat there and I go, someone's off-roading in a Fiat? Exactly what you said. And Chip goes, no, I saw it in one of their Instagram stories. They're going to like destroy the Fiat today and then eventually run over it with that like other tank like vehicle.
So they're doing off-roading and like monster trucking?
And destroying a car.
Or like demolition derby?
So I'm sitting there watching Justice and all his dirt bike hooligans, who are perfectly nice, but still, these dirt bike hooligans going crazy. We've off-roaded for 10 minutes. I'm like, this cost $100.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? There was no exotic
Justin
car
knows what
area.
he's doing.
It was, I mean, like, all this to say, I had fun. Babe, I love you. And I'm glad we went. We had a fun date night.
Yeah.
But also, so we're sitting up there and we're watching these young guys spray paint this Fiat. We say, what is that guy writing? He just said bumbleclap.
What does
Bumbleclap means blood clot.
Blood clot?
I just learned it's like an insult.
blood clot?
Yeah.
Is an insult?
Yeah, like bumbleclot. It means it's a Jamaican word that's vulgar and offensive. I shouldn't have said it on here. It's used.
Nick, maybe censor what she said.
Yeah, okay.
But he's writing that on a Fiat?
Yeah, on a Fiat.
In the Hollywood
And then, of
Hills?
course, guys are going by on their bikes and just kicking it, right? Someone comes in, just throws a huge stone through the roof, and then a chainsaw is coming out. And I look at Chip and I go, men will completely chainsaw a Fiat before they'll go to therapy.
And we'll do anything other than going to therapy.
So they're chainsawing, and it's just like, did you guys just like have us pay to come out here to watch you destroy a Fiat?
Yeah,
they're going
did.
crazy. They're taking everything. Later, we're about to leave. We see a guy walking by with a Fiat door, and it's the Fiat that says bumbleclap. He's taking it as a souvenir. And we just go, what was this?
They got you
What
to
was
pay
this?
to watch their little performance.
Hey, we got a patch and a sticker.
Wow.
So, and those look really cool. But it was just so funny to like be there. And at one point, a woman comes over because there was this other guy there when we got there.
Yeah.
We get there and there's a normal car with 2 huge dogs. Insane, like mastiffs kind of thing.
Oh,
like,
yeah, they're huge.
Like both of them stuck their head out the driver's side.
Like Sandlot dogs.
Yes, it looked like the double-headed dog from Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
And this man comes over and he's smoking a Black and Mild. And they specifically said, no smoking. Dry
Right.
season. We're in the middle of LA, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, those are my dogs. What's crazy is they're 6 months apart, but one of them was made from the sperm of my other dog that we froze the sperm 12 years ago. I'm like, what is happening? Right? So I assume he owns the place, right? Because he's just smoking, telling us about his dogs, going crazy, like acting, you know, like I'm like 2 seconds from it might getting political. So I'm like, gonna back up.
Mm-hmm.
And then later we see the dogs running around and this woman comes over and she goes, whose dogs are these? And we were like, we think the mayor of this place. Yeah. She was like, and she owned the whole place.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, are you Justice's mom? She was like, yeah. I go, has this been in your family for generations? She was like, no, Justice's dad bought this land a little while ago. So I'm like, all of these people are so rich.
Yeah.
Walking around looking like every person I went to high school with.
Yeah. Wow.
It blew like Wranglers, Carhartt. It blew my mind.
Los Angeles is a fake city.
It's a fake city. I'm like, oh, Justice, who goes to Bel Air Private?
Yeah, the like hates Fiat.
Hates Fiat. I mean, when the chainsaw came out, I said, what are we doing?
What did that Fiat do to you?
I don't know.
Is this what we're all doing with our election anxiety? Okay, boys.
Oh, someone like ran a dirt bike up the front. I was like, is this what rich kids do? They disassemble a Fiat?
It is. And then they make money off of it.
They got us good.
Yeah, you got.
You got us, girl. You got us. Oh, man.
Wow. Well, It sounds like an interesting experience.
It was a great time. You know, I won't be going to that particular company's events.
Yeah.
But I still like dabbling in the world, you know. We had about 15 minutes where we were genuinely nervous and off-roading.
So
and then
you got what you paid for.
3 minutes later, we were in our friend's house because it was so close to the city.
Amazing.
Anyway.
Today we have support from Cornbread Hemp, America's first ever USDA organic THC gummy. The mission at Cornbread is to improve your quality of life with the highest quality hemp. It's your healthy happy hour, a natural and healthier way to experience a carefree moment. Cornbread's THC gummies offer a balanced sense of happiness and relaxation. As America's first USDA organic THC edible, it's proudly grown in Kentucky. 1-to-1 THC to CBD ratio makes it perfect for taking the edge off without making you feel anxious or paranoid like other cannabis edibles could potentially do. 10 milligrams of THC per gummy is just the right dose. Cornbread uses no harsh solvents like petrochemicals or industrial acids. Unlike most hemp THC products, there's no synthetic ingredients, Farm Bill compliant, and legal for adults over 21. And I actually got the Cornbread CBD sleep gummies because, you know, I got that wild brain when I try to sleep, and it was so lovely. They have flavors in their CBD gummies, the sleep ones, valerian root, chamomile, lavender, and a full spectrum of hemp extract. So very lovely. If you're looking for a healthier way to enjoy a carefree moment, you have to give Cornbread Hemp a try. Why not? They've created the first ever USDA organic THC gummy that's 100% legal. As a special offer for this Make It Weird listeners, you can get 30% off your first order. Just visit cornbreadhemp.com/TMGW and use promo code TMGW at checkout. Again, that's cornbreadhemp.com/TMGW and use code TMGW for 30% off your first order. Cheers to a healthier happy hour.
Make this fall the tastiest yet with farm fresh produce and easy autumn-inspired recipes delivered right to your door with HelloFresh. HelloFresh, if you haven't tried it, where the heck have you been? HelloFresh delivers all the pre-portioned ingredients you'll need to make easy homemade meals, and all of it, the proteins, the veggies, the sauces, the spice, and more, arrive in a box along with simple instructions that walk you through each step in the cooking process. Let's be honest, we all want like cozy, yummy, stay-at-home meals right now, but sometimes I don't need a whole entire butternut squash, okay? Sometimes I don't want to hack into these huge ingredients and spend as much time prepping and going to the grocery store as I do eating it. Honestly, sometimes you eat for about 5 minutes, but you put 5 hours into it. That's why HelloFresh can be so convenient for those cozy meals at home. And the meals are tailored to your lifestyle. They could be fit and wholesome if trying to slim down, quick and easy if you're really busy that week, or vegetarian like myself. They are perfect for sweater weather. Okay, we're looking at you, pumpkin spice. Give it a try. I love HelloFresh this time of year because I don't want like a fridge full of groceries. I get really busy before the holidays, but I still want something cooked at home. I tried their roasted chickpea and kale salad recently with grape, tomatoes, and garlicky croutons. Doesn't that sound divine? Or there's other like warm curries. We've got a vegan Thai coconut ginger curry with bell pepper, green beans, peanuts, and lime rice. I'm telling you, it was divine and better than spending 50 times as much, and then it ultimately arrives at your door cold and disappointing. So if you want to give it a try, get 10 free meals at HelloFresh.com/free TMGW. Applied across 7 boxes. New subscribers only. Varies by plan. That's 10 free HelloFresh meals just by going to HelloFresh.com/free TMGW. After all, it is America's #1 meal kit. You guys, we are going to do a little mini countdown for you, and it's apropos because it's about miniature candy, baby.
Well, Halloween candy.
Yeah, specifically.
Yeah, I asked on Instagram for potential things to talk about for this podcast, and a lot of you suggested that we do a food ranking, specifically Halloween candy food ranking.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think that it is apropos because I do miss it. I'm upset that I don't get to do it as an adult.
What, to go retrieve the candy?
To go get free candy from strangers.
Okay, well, you can buy it now.
I know, but it's not the same.
I know,
it's not
truly.
the same.
Here's why. It's because I am a person who appreciates hard work. Mm-hmm. You know, and so just going to the store as opposed to having to put in like 10,000 steps to get that big bag of candy.
Yeah.
You know, I like to feel like I've earned something.
The thrill of not knowing what you're going to get. It's basically like gambling for children. And maybe that's why I like it so much.
There we go. I will say I am old enough that I remember being in Boonville, North Carolina, and there specifically still being a couple houses where the old ladies handed out like homemade popcorn balls.
Wow. Yeah,
or like a candied apple.
That's really great.
I mean,
that's very
little
sweet.
Old ladies still making them
Do
packaged.
people
How
do
sweet
that
is
now?
that?
Like, because I feel like we are now in such a culture of stranger danger.
Yeah.
So you're like, the intentions might be pure and sweet and beautiful, but are you going to let your kids eat this thing? What if that old woman's crazy?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the genuine fear and what we'd like joke about after we left her house. But I think more nowadays, you wouldn't make your own treat because when you get candy, a parent can go through it and go, you're allergic to that. You're allergic to that. You're allergic to that. And you couldn't do that from homemade stuff.
Yeah. That's
so
true.
Anyway, long story short, my list is there might be some wild cards in there.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think so.
I know. I was looking up like lists of Halloween candy, and mine's a bit standard. I'll say that. So there, and I was hoping for more twists and turns, but you know, this is true.
No, these are still classic things.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, there's still iconically Halloween candies that have been passed out for at least 2 decades.
Yes.
I'll say that. I'm not going to bring any new into this.
I don't even know what the new is. Have you ever seen there was this, what was it? Trauma candy salad or whatever that was going around on TikTok.
I hate that trend.
Elliot and I were watching a lot of them.
Okay.
Because they're so specific and they're so traumatic. And the mostly young girls that I was watching doing them were laughing at least in it. But the candies that they were putting in the bowl, I was like, I've never heard of that. Never heard of that. Never heard of that. Nerd rope new thing.
Okay. Well, nerd rope I've heard of.
Well, nerd rope I have, but there's like evolutions of it now.
There we go. So I'm not going specific.
Okay.
You know, I am... You'll see. We'll get it. I feel like we're going to have some crossovers.
Yeah. Let's start with our favorites.
Okay.
Let's start with number 1 because I think that's the least surprising.
Yes.
And then it's more interesting when you get a little bit down the list.
What is your number 1?
Not surprising at all. This is my number 1 any day of the year, not Halloween specific. Reese's peanut butter cups. But if I'm thinking about what's my favorite for Halloween, it's king size Reese's peanut butter cups because that is an option on Halloween. But to go and buy yourself a king size Reese's peanut butter cup.
Hold on. I'm so confused. By king size, you just mean the singular wrapped cup.
The big one. Biggin.
You're going to a house that gives a biggin?
Well, I think that's like not at one big one, but like 2 bigger ones as a king size. You know, like there's king size of all the candies.
I've never been to a house that doles them out. I
Really?
always get those little ones where you're
gold-
unwrapping.
gold wrappers.
Yeah, where you're like your fingers are aching by the time you get to that little bite.
The foil. Yeah.
A king size.
King size Reese's peanut butter cup is delicious.
Now let me ask you this: if you can only get the little nugs, the little golden nugs, is that still your number 1?
Yeah, I love
Okay.
those. Peanut butter, chocolate, ooh, dynamite combination.
See, I love it. I just feel like it's such a flavor that's accessed in everyday life.
It's a bit basic. That's what I'm saying. It's not a surprise that it's my number 1.
Okay. And I'm gonna go risk you here.
Yeah.
Just while we talk about this combo.
Yeah.
I would prefer a peanut butter filled pretzel than a peanut butter chocolate combo. Am I insane?
No, but the opposite of improv.
Okay.
I think that's fine, and I would gladly eat that. But if I have my choice, I don't want the salty, crunchy part in there. I want full on just like crumbly peanut butter and chocolate.
Well, I'll say right now, they need to start handing out those peanut butter filled pretzels in little bags at Halloween because then
those would be great.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 1, Kit Kat.
Wow.
I love a Kit Kat, and I feel like the little size, it's not like I better get a king one or I better get a little one. It's the perfect size little 2 Kit Kat 2-incher.
Portion control.
The portion of the miniature Halloween Kit Kats, it should be studied.
This is what children want, portion control.
That's
when
what
it
they
comes to
want.
their candy.
Absolutely. I love a Kit Kat bar. I feel like when I was a young girl.
Yes.
And actually would go to the gas station across the street from me and get candy.
Yeah.
Like a Kit Kat was a go-to. You put a mini Kit Kat in a freezer.
Oh,
we're
that's
talking
good.
Next level.
Look, Kit Kats I think are polarizing.
Really?
Some people really don't like them.
I've never
I think
heard
they're
of a
great.
Kit Kat hater.
They did not make my list.
Okay.
Which is questionable for me because I'm questioning why they didn't make my list. But I think they're delicious. And I also grew up like they were my mom's favorite treat because I think they were a little less scandalous than any other kind of candy.
Well,
that and Raisinets.
Yeah. I ate a lot of Raisinets.
My mom loved Raisinets because she was like, these are healthy candies.
I've always preferred Raisinets to Goobers.
What are Goobers?
Goobers are chocolate covered peanuts.
Oh, I love that concept.
But in that world, I'd rather be like, well, then just give me peanut M&Ms.
Yeah,
give me
yeah.
that shell.
Yeah.
Anyway, I digress. Okay, we both have number ones that aren't on the others' list.
Okay, number 2. This is a classic again. Snickers.
Okay.
I love Snickers. I do find them so
They are
delicious.
good.
I don't love ice cream Snickers.
Oh.
I know.
Oh, see, I had
They're
a big
fine.
face. I had a big face.
Yeah, ice cream Snickers
Not
specifically.
I've only had ice cream Snickers from like the big, huge reach-in cooler at a gas station.
Yeah.
Like I've never like bought a pack of them. I don't
I
even
don't
know
think
if
you
they
can buy
come like a pack.
I think you just buy a singular ice cream
Singular
Snickers.
Snickers.
Yeah, but it never appealed to me, the ice cream version of it.
Okay.
But Snickers themselves, so good.
They are delicious. You know what I saw when I was trying to refresh my brain of Halloween candy, and I think this is cute. They should have done this a long time ago. Yeah. Again, I say this in trying to elevate the Halloween experience from just a candy bar you can get any time of the year.
Yes.
They have special Snickers for Halloweens that have the nougat is green.
That's fun.
Now let's ride.
Now that's fun.
Now let's ride. It doesn't affect the taste at all. That's a good time.
That is really fun.
You know?
I'm gonna tell me what your next one is. I gotta look up what this other candy is that never mind.
Okay.
Go for it.
My number 2, Butterfingers.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you why.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why.
Rip out those molars.
Because no one needs a full-size Butterfinger.
No, you're right.
Unless you're Bart Simpson. You need like a couple bites and then you go, great. I can't open my mouth. I basically paid to get my mouth wired shut.
How can you even finish the Butterfinger? Because all of the grooves of your teeth have been filled
They're
in.
filled.
So there's no gripping to even bite with
They're
anymore.
absolutely filled. So that's mine.
Wow. Okay. That didn't make my list, but I also love Butterfingers.
Okay.
They are delicious. What is that flavor inside?
What is that stuff?
What is that?
Is it peanut butter toffee? It kind of shatters, you know, like you don't see Butterfingers was a big go-to of like a crushed topping at like a
Dairy Queen,
like a self-serve.
If you get a Blizzard at Dairy Queen with Butterfingers, damn, that's delicious.
So good.
That just unlocked a childhood memory for me.
I used to get them. They weren't called Blizzards, but they were at Arby's.
Nice. Nice. Excellent.
There was one week I got 3 of them.
Nice.
And I said, even for me as an 11-year-old, I was like, we got to stop.
See, that's what Wendy's has their Frosties.
Yeah.
You should have the option to put candy in that.
Yeah, like Frosties are delicious, but
They're
like,
fine.
come
They're
on,
a little
guys.
grainy.
It's a little black dress. Give
Yeah.
me some accessories.
Yeah. Allow me to doll this up. Okay. This is my number 3.
Okay.
Which is specifically Halloween, because
All right.
I don't know that I have a desire to seek this candy out the rest of the year.
How mine are too.
100 grand.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Crispy rice
Yeah.
under chocolate with nougat. Delicious.
When have you ever eaten 100 grand not at Halloween?
No, that I can remember. No, unless my mom had like extra candy lying around. I just looked and it's made by the Ferrera Candy Company.
Well, that's
Makes sense.
You know why? Because that crispy coating,
Yeah.
I think is the same crispy coating.
It's just the poor man's version of a Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah, be like, you can't afford gold? I bet you can afford $100,000.
Here's this one.
But they're obsessed with decadence and luxe items.
Yeah, they are.
Now, I think $100,000 if you were going to get a regular size one, which the amount of times I am at a grocery store checkout line and I go, how long has that zero bar been here?
Yeah.
How long? When's the last time someone bought a whatchamacallit? You know, like, are you kidding us?
Yeah.
Are they shelf stable for a decade? Or you're really saying that people buy $100,000?
I don't know.
A Mr. Good bar? What is this, the 40s?
Yeah, I don't know. Though Mr. Good bar, that had what, peanuts in it and chocolate? That
Sure.
was one of mine that I was interested, not on my list, but I did look at that and consider it for my list.
In the same way that there's only so many ways you can do jeans.
Yeah.
Some of these candy bars are
Yeah.
the same thing in a different remix.
I agree.
Or
I
a different
agree.
font, I think is what the kids say.
I agree.
Okay. My number 3, maybe the most controversial of my whole list.
Oh boy.
York peppermint patties.
You are out of your mind.
No. Because let me tell you, again, a frozen delight.
Okay, I can
I'm a
see
big
frozen being okay, but by itself, it's
what
like,
are you? What? No, it's like,
it's fine.
you know how into Altoids I am?
I guess, yeah.
I love a mint that knocks your fucking hair back. Okay?
So why don't we make them gummy?
Well, the thing is, I'm a big fan. I always liked junior mints at the movie theater.
Yeah.
But I'd always be like, I only need like a third of this.
Yeah.
So the little York peppermint patties, again, portion control.
Yeah.
They're a perfect way to give yourself like a little palate cleanse before diving back into some more candy.
But that over all other pieces of candy?
Listen, I'm talking specifically Halloween,
Yeah.
and that's when you can get the little wrapped ones.
Wow.
The rest of the time, it's the full sizers.
You must have been amazing to trade candy with then.
I
I'd be
was.
like, take all of these terrible
I love them.
circles.
If I'm handing out candy, you will see me and Steve Soroka
Yeah.
a little stash of York peppermint patties.
You're old souls.
We're
You've always
old
been old
souls.
souls. both
Okay,
of
what's
you.
your number 4?
Number 4? Again, not a surprise here. Twix.
Oh,
Love Twix.
Wow.
And that's one that I do like the ice cream version of. I find it really enjoyable and similar to Kit Kat, the portion control of it. But I like that it's got the caramel that the Kit Kat doesn't. It's still got the crunch.
Yeah.
It's still got the chocolate, but it's got a little bit of a smooth caramel. And I like the different textures.
interesting.
Yeah, I think that's what my thing is, that I like various, like, variety of texture. Yeah, I'm a texture girl when it comes to eating.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. I mean, Twix I enjoy, but I would
So good.
never prefer over a Kit Kat. And that is surprising because I'm a caramel girly.
Right, yeah. Yeah. Wow.
I don't know. Maybe there's something about Halloween that I want to taste flavors that I don't normally access.
Yeah, there is an exoticness about Halloween that you're like, I want to get into stuff that I would never buy for myself or my parents would never like let me get into.
Here's one
Okay.
that, again, I think I've only ever eaten this on Halloween.
So this is your number 4.
Number 4. Again, this list arbitrary.
Yeah.
Because
Doesn't change our lives.
Really quick. You know,
Doesn't affect the way we exist in the world.
this is just a way for us to converse with you listeners out there and hear
Thought
you
starters.
Yeah, hear you screaming at the Spotify and say to your friend, what would you choose? And then let me tell you, once you choose it, 15 minutes later, you're going to go, fuck, this list sucks.
Yeah, you will be surprised at how much you decide to think deeply about the decisions you're making about this candy.
It's crazy. Okay, number 4, I've only eaten them on Halloween, but for some reason, if you gave me a basket and they said pick 5,
Yeah.
then they have to be an assortment, I might pick up one of these.
Okay.
Specifically, the dark chocolate Milky Ways.
Dark chocolate Milky Ways?
Yes, I've only seen them in the miniature form. They are always in the variety pack.
I don't think I ever tried a dark chocolate until I was over 21.
They're called Midnights.
That is awful.
What are you talking about?
I I have to convince myself to like dark chocolate as an adult because I am told by various loosely researched medical articles that it's better for my health.
Here's the thing. I've always had an advanced palate, Grace.
I know.
And
you want peppermint patties and dark chocolate?
Yes. Listen, the fact I've never gone with the flow. Okay.
No, you have not.
So let me tell you, it's dark chocolate, it's nougat, it's caramel.
Yeah, I just can't get the dark chocolate's just too bitter for me. I'm a milk
Sounds
chocolate
like you're
girl.
a little bitter.
I'm bitter about dark chocolate being so bitter. I
love
don't
dark
understand
chocolate.
it.
I think it's, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think it's because I grew up with a mom who like really liked coffee, really liked dark chocolate. Like
Yeah.
she had
So
some
you had-
specific taste that I'd be like, well, I'll take a bite of that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you had some advanced palate flavors happening in your
Yeah.
childhood.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you would get all of my candy at
take it.
Halloween.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, what's your number 5?
Okay, this is my most exciting one because like the ones that you're listing, this is one that I only ever got at Halloween because it was like so special and somehow more available than the rest of the year. Hershey's Cookies and Cream.
Oh.
That was like striking gold. Like something
Oh.
I'm such a Reese's
Yeah.
peanut butter cup girl that like when I had the option to buy candy, it would
Yeah.
be that. But like if a house gave out a Hershey's Cookies and Cream,
Yeah.
oh, like a white chocolate with cookies and cream. As an adult, I don't know how much I would like it, but I remember as a kid being like, this is awesome.
The thing is, the cookies and creams bar, again, was something like in high school I would buy for myself.
Yeah.
Because it was like the white chocolate and then like, it was like tiny little chips.
Yeah.
Like texturally.
The texture.
It was
That's
like
what I'm saying.
a rough gravel driveway.
Yeah. But not overpowering.
But no, but it could have easily just crushed it up and mixed it together to make it a more smooth texture.
Yeah.
But they left it to be a little rocky.
Yeah.
And-
Off-roading. You're off-roading in your mouth.
Oh, so good. Take
Yeah.
that, Justice. And so I love it too. I've never had one handed to me on Halloween.
Really?
So again, it could be a regional thing.
Maybe it is a regional thing, but I remember it being like not a popular thing. So when you got one, it was like, whoa, awesome. Got one. Very rare.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That like made me salivate in a way that's like, yeah, remembering a time gone by.
Yep. Okay. My final one is nerds.
Nerds.
Loved nerds.
Really? See, I'm not into fruity flavored candy as much, obviously.
Nerds, airheads. I almost put warheads. I love sour.
I know you do. That's it. Your palate is fucked up.
Or would
In
this
an advanced
sommelier's
way.
palate be advanced?
In an advanced way.
Yeah.
That's like, what do they say? There's like the yummy phase of childhood, which is like adults sometimes get stuck in I don't know if this is like actual. I think I heard like a comedian saying this years and years ago that there's like a yummy phase that adults can get stuck into when they don't develop a taste for adult flavors like the taste of beer or
Right.
like the taste of like a smoky or cigar-ish kind of like flavor, a coffee or those kind of things. And people stay connected to like, you know, Velveeta cheese
Right.
and hot dogs and these like sodium driven
Which
or
I
like
love.
super sweet. But like you bypass the yummy phase pretty early.
Listen, I still have Kit Kats, Butterfingers, but I'm just saying specifically the tiny size. I don't want a full dark chocolate Mars bar, Milky Way. I want a little one.
Yeah.
I don't want. Look, I'm trumping. Only when it's smaller and bigger. So yeah, like I would never buy a box of nerds.
Yeah.
But I would want some in my Halloween bag because you know why? Again, it's a different flavor to introduce that cuts through the monotony of chocolate.
Yeah, look, I love them when I was younger. I had much more of a taste for fruity candies when I was younger. Now
Yeah.
I'm just way more into peanut butter and chocolate.
See, same here, except with all these like smart sweets and things that are coming out that are like lower calorie, low sugar. I'm really getting back into like gummy worms.
Gummies
and
are
sour
great.
gummy bears.
Yeah,
I'm
see, I
getting
don't
back
like
in.
Elliot is all about Sour Patch Kids
love
and
it.
Smarties and that sort of thing, and I just it's not for me.
See, but I also drink like lemon drop martinis
Yeah.
and gin gimlets all day long.
Yeah.
So delish. You guys, do
Wow.
not judge our list. We made it swiftly.
Yeah, look, there's, not regrets, but like this isn't just so set in stone.
No.
So I'm curious what your guys' lists are.
Yes, I am too.
Like there's only so many candies.
There's only so many candies. And also, like, I grew up in an age where people gave you dots.
That's what all my...
Like, are you
Smarties,
kidding me?
Milk Duds.
Pixie Sticks.
Good and Plenty's. Tootsie Pops.
Tootsie Pops.
Tootsie Rolls.
I'm sorry, but Tootsie Rolls, to me, that's something you throw out at a parade.
Except for when we got like...
Because they can roll.
The pink or the blue ones that are like vanilla or strawberry.
You used to get those at the skating rink. You could get 20 for $1. And I'd say, I'll take one of those. I'll take two. She'd be like, Jesus fucking Christ. I'd be like, no. Put one of the blue raspberry back. Yeah, I think you grabbed two. Yeah, I actually want a third key lime.
And I'd like a pound of your dark chocolate, please.
Oh, this has been fun.
Yes.
Don't
forget Dublin,
baby.
Tickets available.
A couple more in London, or I don't know.
Not totally sure. They might be sold out.
The thing is, and we'll say it once. We've said it a million times. Actually, we've only said it once. Is these shows? If you're listening to this and thinking about coming to the Dublin one, what always happens is we actually get to the city, we Instagram there, and people who watch Instagram but don't listen to it are like, "You're here? I'm buying a ticket." So there's a big bump once we get there. So if you're thinking about coming, do it before it's sold out. And those non-listeners try to steal your place in line. Anyway, I'm going to go get a Butterfinger. Yes. This got weird.
Yes.